Flimsy Lunch Tray here in Sleeping Giant in Domination mode in the Fletcher. Now today's battle is going to be an interesting one, and when I say interesting I mean more like it's going to be a carry. Don't you love that when it happens and you end up having to carry a battle? So, the carry that's going to happen here is, as a little bit of a spoiler, isn't going to be so much as the killing of ships, or being behind in that manner. It's more or less going to be about points in the caps. So I'm starting off here, I'm trying to figure out which direction do I want to go, and I've decided that I'm actually going to come down over here to this island. Sometimes I push this direction towards A, but I thought I would change it up and go this way this time, as I want to see, because usually enemy destroyers, cruisers will end up pushing directly this way. Now I'm asking in chat, does the Charles Martel have waiter? Because I can't remember. To which they say no. So that's good to keep in mind, because I just want to be prepared just in case the Charles Martel shows up on this flank. So we're going to keep pushing up here. So there's the Charles Martel. Now he's within torpedo range, and so I'm going to dump both sets of torpedoes here. I'm going to widespread them out. And probably the widespread works well for battleships because they have a hard time dodging. But in this instance, I just want to if I get one torpedo hit, I'll be happy, because I know my battleships, the Genizer now, and the Lion will be able to take him out rather quickly if that happens, as well as the Brindisi. Hitting him with the SAP or the SAP. But I'm not shooting because I don't want him to know that there's a destroyer over here, but he will and should if he sees these torpedoes coming towards him in this direction. So he's dodged them all, and then the Xi and Yang just popped up on the other side of this island. So now I'm wondering, is he going to back up? Is he going to stay there? Is he going to push out with the Charles Martel? And so I've decided I'm gonna just take my time, pushing up around the side of this island. And the Charles Martel is about to go down. Yeah, 1000 HP left. To which he is now gone.
Torpedoes to port.
So first casualty of the game. And now I'm pushing up here, taking my time. I'm expecting to proximity detect him if he is still here. And there he is. Now I also took time because I was hoping, which came to be true, the Brindisi was going to follow in behind me. So I'm hoping that the Brindisi is staying outside that 2-kilometer detection range, so he'll just surprise him and just blap him really good with that SAP. And he does. So now I'm going to push up. I was expecting him to have the Xi and Yang to have already done torpedoes. I've just done something different instead of just sitting in the direction he was. So now I see he's sitting sideways onto me, so I know torpedoes could be a possibility, but he's not even looking this way. I don't know what was going on in his mind. Yeah, and no torpedoes, so that was a bit of a head scratcher. And I had to check and ask myself, does the Xi and Yang actually have torpedoes? Like, why didn't he use those? And he does. He has the quintuple tube set 1x5. So I don't know why he didn't use them, as the Xi and Yang is actually it was built for the U.S. Navy, but then the ship was transferred to the Republic of China, Taiwan, in 1955. So now I have said I'm going to move down south. I've asked my team with command to chat, like, hey, can you take Alpha? Because I want to push south. I want to spot this Leon, the FDG, the Colorado. I want to see what they're up to. I want to put pressure on here from the south. So I've dumped torpedoes towards Leon. Our Colorado just got detonated. And I'm dropping smoke here for the Brindisi. I'm typing in chat, should be like, hey, use the smoke. Yeah, so I'm saying use smoke. No, there's no need for you to push out. And what does he do? He's gonna push just right through the smoke.
Smoke screen.
So I just wasted that smoke screen for him for no reason. Torpedo's looking good. One torpedo. Really missed that second one. So that's good. We've got flooding. It looks like he's already insta-repaired it. So now I'm just going to keep this island between me and him. And I want to get a fire going because I know he's used that damage repair party. And then I just looked back at Alpha realizing, hey, the Lion is not capping A. The Gneisenau and him both have just driven right past it. The Gneisenau has actually beached himself. And now we have the fire going on the Leon. And I'm a little questioning in chat asking, you know, what the heck, you know, cap the base. Because they control 2 of the caps and we control none. And it looks like probably the enemy Mayhem is actually in Alpha right now, as we just lost our Akazuki. So right now it's balanced. We've each lost 2 destroyers, cruiser, and a battleship each.
Activated.
But they have the points and cap advantage right now. So at this point, they still haven't done anything that shows me that they're actually going to try to go into the cap, except the Lion's still backing up. So I've engaged my engine boost. I'm not going to go chase. And I'm gonna ask the Brindisi, like, hey, look, you need to get back. Like, what the heck are you doing? You're pushing into not 1, not 2, but 5 enemy ships. Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing and what he was thinking. So yeah, so we just lost our Synop.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And yeah, so one of the things I want to stress in this video is realizing when you're in a situation like this, like keeping an eye on the caps on the mini-map, and also your points counter. You just lost our Brindisi, but keeping an eye of, oh, we are like over 200 points behind. Yeah, we should probably work on that now rather than later, because you get to a point in the game with how much time you have left, and it's just too late to do anything. So there's the Mayhem. The Lion is actually finally pushing into the cap. Gneisenau is still having fun along the beach. So I'm hoping I can hit him, kill him in smoke. And I took this, cornered this island wide. I was thinking that the Mayhem might dump torpedoes, so I bump into the Lion a little bit right there. And now I'm going to push into the smoke, but I'm going to go and turn my angle direction a little bit just in case he's fired off another set. Looking for him, I've been detected, and there he is. Now I kind of fluff it with the first 2 salvos.
Engine boost deactivated.
So we take care of him, and now we're beginning to cap, but we're almost 300 points behind at this point. So our Gneisenau is pushing southeast towards the Colorado and the Leon. And I'm asking in chat, like, hey, Lion, can you shoot from cover while I cap B? And what I really want him to do is just stay in Alpha cap, because there's no need for him to push out outside the cap, as he is probably, he's going to show too much side. It's just with Colorado, the Leon to the south.
Of a strategic target.
And I'm really encouraging my teams, like, hey, we need all players alive at this point to win. Like, don't throw the game. So Yeah. So they have no destroyers left, which is good. It means I can work some magic here. I can cap B uncontested. So 586 to our 236 points right now. I'm using the torpedo indicator, seeing which way the ship's going. I'm wondering, is this Sovietsky Rossiya? If I even said that one right. Is he going to keep pushing straight, or is he going to be turning left into this channel? And I have no idea why our New Orleans decided that enough's enough. I'm frustrated shooting in the back, because he was back here behind this island, if you look on the mini-map, and then he's just pushed down, he's showing broadside. It's not only the Russian battleship, but also to the Siegfried. So I go ahead and decide I'm going to shoot one set down here just in case he decides that he's going to keep pushing up, and he's already backing up now. Siegfried is moving up. I don't expect him to come all the way into the cap, but he might. Or Skan, I'm pronouncing that one right as well. This is something I'm being known for, struggling pronouncing certain ships' names. He's fallen back, which is good because his HP is, he's like 16 HP, so he's got no business being on the front lines. He just needs to focus on living. So now we are over 500 points behind. 198 to 712, so that's just fantastic.
All stations, concentrate.
I'm still highlighting like, hey, can we focus on the Leon? Like, his HP is low, because I really want the Lion to get some shots to him. I'm gonna move up here and see if I can get some shots, get a fire set potentially on the Leon. And the one thing I will credit the Genizer now with is that he managed to pull the Colorado and the FDG all the way to the south out of the battle for now. Because ultimately, as a destroyer, like I'd like to try to apply some pressure here on the south. Big players think that they don't need to all push forward and see, which ultimately, really all four of them couldn't push together. The two cruisers, the Siegfried and the Shores, they're out here on the flank. Really, they could both be pushing up here, and they could just completely have pushed and dominated this flank. But that's not what they're doing. So, good for us. So I get a fire set on the Leon. And he's also, again, he's uses damage repair instantly, so I'm not going to get any more damage there. I see the FDG's turning out. He's not going to come this way.
Attention, reporting the target position.
So 306 to 766 points. Still not in a good position. At this point I decide, we need to take out another one of their ships. The Leon is being frustrating, although he's getting closer to dying. So I decided I'm going to move up and see if I can go ahead and take out this battleship. I want to try to see, does he have his guns facing this way? Are they looking north? Yeah, and so our Lion just took out the Leon, so well done. Hats off there. So I'm just focusing on staying outside this 2-kilometer range right now, which he's still moving up, so I probably could have stayed a little further back because now I'm going to be instant detected, hardcore detected. And his guns, he's already looking this way, so he was potentially expecting I was going to do this, and I'm thinking he's going to back up, so I'm going to drop the second set a little bit further to the back. Hit the engine boost, want to put some distance, fire some HE just for the heck of it, and gone. So now we've gone from 470 to 688 points difference, so that's nice. Now I'm saying, hey, we need to focus and capture Charlie now. Now I'm telling the Skan, do it only if you feel safe to, because if he doesn't feel safe to do it, I don't want him risking and being blapped by the Shores or something. So I'm encouraging our Lion to stay alive, just stay back by the Alpha cap. He says he's good, so That's good to know at least. Because his health right now is, yeah, 55,000. So that's good. And our Iowa is at 48,000. So I let my team know I'm pushing into C. Again, making good use of the engine boost to get from cap to cap quickly. Don't want to waste any time. Even though we've closed the gap more, but we still have 4.5 minutes to catch up more. And at this point, the enemy team, they shouldn't be running away. I don't know if they're thinking that we're points advantage. There's players in their chat saying, hey, just live, like we went on points, but they have no more points coming in. So really, they all need to be pushing up right now towards C. And if they had done that originally, they wouldn't have been in this situation. So in case you, as a player, find yourself in this instance on the enemy team, identifying like, hey, if we don't push, then things are going to go well. But when you have 2 destroyers still alive and no radar, that does also cause some fear, I would imagine.
Engine boost deactivated.
I don't think the SCON has been detected for a while. So I go ahead and dump the 4 set of torpedoes here on the Colorado. I'm thinking maybe he'll turn in, maybe he doesn't want to take on the Lion. As you can see, our Lion is backing back up again, which is good. He just needs to keep his distance. I dump the 2nd set of torpedoes in. Thinking again, getting a better angle, maybe he'll end up turning in. And I'm just encouraging our team, just live. We can win this on points as long as no one else decides to die. Because I would like to have some cushion room, points-wise, in case something does happen. So again, just encouraging my team, hey, we're going to run on points. Don't do anything aggressive just because we've got control of all 3 of the caps. And I'm telling the Iowa to stay back, and I'm going to also tell the SCON to stay back, just because his HP pool is really low. And I'm also going to use a smoke screen for my last one for the Iowa. I want to try to keep him concealed. Anything that will help keep him longer, alive longer, will be good. And you can still see that the enemy team is still they're just messing around down here. It looks like now the Siegfried's figured out that, oh, we need to push, or we're not going to make this. So I'll go ahead and use my smoke, but the Siegfried is on very low health. Granted, he doesn't really have much of a choice now. He has to push and make things change. So I'm kind of wrapping the smoke screen around the front of the Iowa. I'm not just going to go along the side. Just give him some extra concealment, but he's going to be shooting out of the smoke, so he's going to be detected. And we take out the Siegfried. So now that 500 plus points difference has now become our almost 200 points lead, so that's very good. And then I'm going to go ahead and dump torpedoes on this Colorado as I'm detected. I'm going to come back out of detection range, but I always got a pretty good angle on him if he's looking at him.
Engine boost activated.
And he's gone.
That's how it's done.
So, well done to the team. I complimented each of them because they were listening to what I was saying, not trying to be a bossy player, but this is what needs to happen if we're going to win this game. Because it's too late for them now. And I thought about peeking out of the smoke screen, but I'm just going to stay within because I don't want to be detected by the shores last minute. So that's going to be game. So we did over 83,500 damage, 5 torpedo hits, 3 destroyed, and 2 set on fires, and 3 caused flooding. 1,773 base XP, and again, hats off to the team for listening there towards me at the end for our remaining players as each were complimented. So over 46,000 damage to the Sovietsky Rossiya, 4,011 to the Mahan, so on and so forth. And with premium count, over 174,000 credits. So with this battle, just wanted to point out this importance and significance of identifying especially when you're playing as a destroyer, of your caps. If points aren't going in your direction and you're starting to notice there's a strong increase within the last even 30 seconds, and that means you need to pay attention to the caps. And if you yourself as a destroyer player can step in yourself and slide into some caps, as it would be harder to do with a cruiser or battleship in this scenario. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and always feel free to post in the comments, as I will be happy to respond to any questions or thoughts. Take care.